on YouTube? Bearded Diabetic coming back at you with another Friday video. I thought I'd just kind of do a week review this video. I haven't really had a whole lot going on this week. Had some sickness in the house and things, so we haven't really been able to get out and do anything too much. We have been hitting the gym and all that, as you've seen on both Monday and Wednesday's video, but one of the kids has had a cough and the wife hadn't been feeling real good a couple of days. So we just really kind of had a week where we just kind of sat around the house for the most part and just kind of relaxed, other than, you know, hitting the gym. So don't really have a whole lot to discuss this week. I did get to take my oldest daughter out Tuesday night. We went and finally saw the new Fantastic Beasts movie. It was really good, unexpected ending. I won't say anything here just in case anybody's not seen it, but I've seen every one of the Wizarding universe movies so far, all the Harry Potters, the Fantastic Beasts and all that kind of stuff. Really big fan. I read all the books. Was actually one of the ones that stood in line when the new book releases would come out and that kind of stuff. So huge fan of all of that. Finally got to take her Tuesday night and go see that kind of as a part of my birthday, and her birthday's coming up in January, so she was really dying to see it. So we kind of celebrated a little bit together and went and got to go do that, which was a really good time. Like I said, we did hit the gym this week, both days for our cycle that we're on. The plan that we're on is like a beginner fat loss program, and it's broken up, like I've mentioned before, into 3 days a week, and it's like an A cycle, B cycle. So you alternate like that. Monday we did the B workout, which was lower body. Wednesday we did the A, upper body, and today, here in a little bit, we're fixing to go do B again, which is the lower body. I'm looking at some other programs, probably going to switch it up now that we're getting used to being back in the gym, now that we're getting used to moving and getting our bodies mobile again. I'm looking at some other things that are not really advanced, but more advanced than what we're doing right now, just to kind of help increase the muscle building process and the weight loss process and all of that kind of stuff. So we've got some changes coming up to that. Diet's going really well. You know, we had Thanksgiving, that went well. Was able to keep that completely 100% keto. Had my birthday, skipped out on the cake and kept that completely 100% keto. Just the diet's been great. One of the things that, you know, I guess as you're a big person and you're trying to lose weight and stuff, you kind of get in this mindset and this habit of, you do a thing for a little while and then you get burnt out on it, and you know, and then you start you know, dealing with, not really relapse, and that's not the right word, but kind of regressing back into the old eating habits and all of that. None of that's happened so far. Hoping that don't have any issues like that. That's why I'm kind of vlogging. That's why I'm putting these videos out there, putting my thoughts out there, my feelings out there, in hopes that by being able to express them and get them out and share with others and get some feedback on them, that it'll help those things not come to pass. You know, we get in these habits and these routines where things like that kind of become normal. You know, the yo-yo up and down dieting, the up and down weight loss and all of that. So my hope is that with this vlogging and with this recording, kind of video diary, kind of so to speak, that we don't have those same issues. And like I said, so far we've had nothing like that, no huge cravings. You know, obviously we'll see some food on Facebook or something like that and be like, oh man, that looks really good, but it's not been an issue of like, oh my God, you know, I really wish I could have something. There's not been any issues like that. So that's been good. We've been able to, you know, me personally, I'm a big eater. Although with the intermittent fasting, I have to say that I haven't been able to eat as much as I normally do. Normally I could sit down and I'd have nights where it was just, you know, a bottomless pit, you know, just eat and eat and eat and never really feel like I got satisfied. Since we've been doing the intermittent fasting and we've gotten ourselves down to this 4-hour window, that's not really the case. Really, truthfully, we leave our window at the 4 hours, but we're only eating probably an hour out of that. And not even that consistently. Within an hour, we may have dinner, and then we'll have, a little bit of a keto dessert or a fat bomb or something like that. And that's pretty much it. And we've not had any issues with, hunger. I've not been able to consume as much in one go. For my birthday, I cooked like a big 2-pound steak and some hot wings and stuff, and I was only able to eat half of it. Before, when I was eating any and everything I wanted to, I could have cleared off the steak, I could have cleared off the hot wings, had the dessert, and probably finished off my wife's dinner. I mean, I was a big eater. But with the intermittent fasting, I'm finding that I'm not able to consume as much, which is good, for calorie counts and everything. That keeps it low. With the keto and the intermittent fasting and everything, having that lower calorie count, it's really helping with the weight loss. So, I did do my weigh-in on Wednesday. Like I mentioned in that video, truthfully, I was a little bit disappointed because I wanted a bigger number. But all things said and done, I am proud that it's still a down. During Thanksgiving week, during birthday week, the number went down instead of going up. So that's a win. So I am thankful for that. I am thankful for that loss. We're human. We have emotions. We have feelings. We get attached to things. We have certain desires that we want met. And, and I made that clear in the video. I was frustrated by that, but, reflecting on it and thinking on it, it is what it is, and it's down. So I'm glad of that. But truthfully, like my wife likes to remind me, the main aspect of this journey, of this weight loss expedition, of this keto lifestyle change, of all of this, is really to reverse the diabetes, is really to not only drop weight, but to increase my health. So that small number is not the end-all be-all. There are other aspects that I take into consideration. There are other things that we look at. My blood glucose numbers are extremely low compared to what they have been, in a good way. I'm not talking like bottoming out or anything like that, but compared to 3, 4, I think the highest number I've recorded has been 450. So that's pushing the 500 range. To go from those numbers to fasting numbers around 105, 110, to after dinner numbers of around 85, that's incredible. That is a huge accomplishment. That is a huge win. So I'm looking at all of that stuff. But I like to keep this thing transparent. I don't want to be that fake guy that gets on here and only shares the good and never shares the downs, and only shares the positive and never shares the truthful frustrations that come with dealing with this stuff. So that's why I'm sharing my thoughts with you guys. It's not to complain, it's not to whine, it's not to do anything like that. It's just to be transparent and completely honest with this whole process. But again, I'm thankful that I'm dropping weight. I'm thankful that those numbers are going down. Next week we'll make one whole month. I'm 3 weeks in right now. Wednesday was 3 weeks exactly. Next Wednesday will be a month in, and we're going to redo the measurements. The first measurements video is up. I'll try to link that in the description. But we're going to redo those this coming Wednesday and get new 1 month later measurements. So we're hoping to see some inches dropped off that. It's a slow, steady process. This isn't something that's just going to happen overnight, and I know that. But as humans, we tend to get in a hurry. We are, a microwave society. We want everything instantly. We have instant pots. We have, instant video. We have instant feeds. We have all of these things that are instant, and we want our whole lives to be that way. But truthfully, there are many things that just can't be. And this process takes time. It takes effort. It takes work. There are no quick fix pills. There are no quick fix surgeries. There are no quick fix antidotes to the sickness that is obesity, and that is diabetes, and that is heart disease, and that is, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera, diseases that come along with being obese. So it takes time, it takes effort, it takes work. We can't get up off the couch one day and all of a sudden be running marathons. We have to take those small steps, one after another, small steps, in order to get from point A, sedentary, to point B, active lifestyle. We do the beginner things, we do the small steps, we park further away from the store, we change up our diet, we eliminate sugar, we no longer eat or drink sodas. Those little things, you do those, and you do enough of those, and they begin to add up. That's the key to true health reversal. That's the key to true weight loss. The key to true health and fitness is taking the time to put the work and effort into it. It's not easy, but it's worth it. It's very worth it. I'm going to share an actual, I talk about diabetes and all that kind of stuff, but for the most part, all my videos have been really focused around the weight loss and the diet and all that kind of stuff. I'm going to try to start getting more into, explaining some about what this disease is and how it's affected me and how it's affected my family. I want to share some of the, the struggles with that in and of itself. I've got a little video showing what it's like to actually check the blood glucose, so I'm going to share that. I want to make people aware. I want to enlighten. I want to help, and bring awareness to these issues, and not just this be me rambling on constantly about myself. I want to share insights into things and how it's affecting others, and people's struggles with this disease. So I'm going to put one of those up. Try to get into, I've had some requests for some of the recipes that we're sharing on social media, so I'm going to try to film some of those, try to get some of those uploaded. I did the one with the cheesecake that we did, the peanut butter icebox cake rather. I shared that recipe, but I'm going to try to get some other videos uploaded. We had a real successful one last night. We done some Philly cheesesteak without bread, of course. One skillet Philly cheesesteak had peppers, onions, and cheese, and then we had a side of sauteed green beans, fresh green beans. Incredible. We had to eat the fat bombs last night because it was so low calorie that we didn't come nowhere near what we needed to consume. We still try to stay around 1,000 to 1,200 just because, your body needs that to be able to function in a healthy way. So we try to stay around that. Last night we were sitting at, I think my wife was sitting at 600. I was at like 800. I consumed a little bit more than she did. We still had to get some fat bombs in order to be able to get the calories up, to get the fat content up, to stay in ketosis and all that kind of stuff. So that's my plan with all this. I'm going to close this video out. Like I said, I just wanted to kind of do a week review and kind of cover the things that we've dealt with this week and the plans moving forward. So this isn't a massive informational overload video, or it doesn't have a bunch other than me standing here talking to you, but I felt it was important to share where we're at and where we're going, my plans, my goals with this. I hope that you stick with me. I hope that you continue to like, continue to share, continue to subscribe. That helps me grow this channel. I don't get paid for this, obviously. This is just something that I do out of the desire to help others and to help myself, truthfully, to stay accountable, to stay on track. This is something that I want to continue to do. This is something that I want to continue to get better at. I'm hoping to be able to increase the quality before too long, invest a little bit of money in doing this. Right now I'm just recording everything on my smartphone. My wife did get me a little tripod for my birthday, so I'm able to set that up and have these be more stable, so you know it's not shaking and everything from me trying to hold a selfie stick or something. So I'm hoping these videos are just going to continue to get better. I'm hoping to be able to provide more information and share more thoughts and share more recipes and share more insights into the diabetes and the reversal of that, and even dealing with type 1. You know, I talk a lot about type 2 because that's what I deal with, but I have a sister that deals with type 1. I know people that have suffered through this and really struggle day to day in order to be able to, you know, even just live a normal life. This isn't just about eating too much sugar. Diabetes is so much more than that, and it affects you in ways that many people don't even understand. My mother actually passed away from complications of diabetes. I'll get into sharing a little bit of her story, a little bit of the struggles that she dealt with and that I was aware of firsthand. She lived with me for several years during the end stages of her life. So I got to see the negative effects of this disease firsthand. And my hope is that me taking this journey is going to prevent me from walking that same path that she did. So I hope that you continue to follow along. I hope that you continue to stick with me, continue to help me push, continue to help me get through this, continue to encourage each other, and us just come up with ways to share diabetes awareness and share the process it takes to have it under control and manageable. I love you guys, and I'll see you next video.